Hello again, Pete here. Just a brief update and a shout out and mail call, whatever you call it. Thank you to Justin of Justin Hart Model, J Hart Model Works. I've got that. It was an absolutely fantastic build. Strongly influenced by the Japanese and type modeler. Super detailed stuff. His brake calipers and dashboards and that are absolutely fantastic work. Really is a precision craftsman in modelling. I really do like Justin's site. I really do. Watch some of his builds. I'm really chuffed with getting that. Thank you very much, Justin, from jolly old Texas, the Lone Star State. And while I'm over there, this is the driver figure from the Jaguar. I've been doing a bit of work on him, trying to clean up the seams a bit and getting a bit of undercutting. I'll just take that arm off. I use a bit of double-sided tape to just have a look, but I've cut grooves under the lapels and underneath the jacket and collar, and that will enhance the detail. If I bring that right up, right underneath the jacket there, you just get more shadow into the figure when you're painting it. I'm probably going to sort out his footwear a bit and give him some boot laces, I don't know. Unfortunately with the Jaguar, moving on to the Jaguar quite frankly, Jaguar 420, my kit, people the sharp-eyed among you when I did the open box the other day may have noticed I was a seat down. I haven't got a driver's seat. And I also started looking, I looked at the build on the Airfix site and noticed a whole row of sink marks I hadn't noticed on this body on every headlamp, especially around this side. There was a big hole there, all up around there. I've had to fill, and getting back these curves is going to be a pain. There you go, there's a few little dimples further around the body, one there, one on the roof I pointed out, and a couple down there that I'm starting to fill now. This is a Luca juice made from, I do a lot of sanding and drilling, so I end up with very small particles. I'm keeping it clamped together because there is a bit of bowing in the bodywork. So I make all my filler with cement, cellulose thinners and fine particles of styrene. I don't slice up bits of sprue and lob it in great big lumps. These are all the parts that I want to chrome. So in the MPC kit you would have a chrome sprue, but quite frankly the amount of cleanup I wanted to do on the parts, I'm glad I didn't have the MPC kit. And I'm adding valve stems to my wheels. Apart from that, oh yeah, and a bit of tread pattern. Right, there was a centre seam with the join, and I've just gone in and spun round trying to get a bit more length on the lever, tread in there, and I rotated this around and held a saw across. Can I grab a saw? In fact, it was a rather brutal hacksaw blade, and held it across the tread, right, and then rotated the tyre, like cleaning up, sanding a bit of texture onto a tyre, doing the same thing with the edge of the hacksaw blade to cut in a new tread pattern. well, a tread pattern, because they're basically bald. The sides are quite nice, but bald centered. I thinned the fan down quite a lot, and then added some frontal detail. And this is the front vent just by the windscreen there. So I've opened up the blob there, put new sides on it, and dangling around in my hands a minute ago was a piece of fine mesh that I'll make the insert out of. I want this width, and then I'll you know, that way width, and I'll just trim it down for that way width, or length, whichever way round you want to call that. Apart from that, I've just been cleaning everything up. Down here, I've just got a red battery cable, black battery cable, and the battery, just as I'm looking at everything. Most of it is clean up. I've still got some minor parts there that want to be chromed. They're the door handles still on that sprue, and the leaping Jaguar. I've nearly cut these free, and then I'll remount these like the other parts on the spigot that goes through the door. I'll glue a piece of sprue to there coming away, and then remount it. Then I can paint the handles properly. And the same with the Jaguar. There's not much of a spigot there to actually. So I'll carve that down into this post. Once I've cut these handles away, I'll cut this post out and then carve that down and give me a longer spigot to actually paint that Jaguar and mount it to the gone again. Come back. And to mount it with, because the pin on there is 1/4 mil, whatever that is in Imperial. But anyway, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you, Justin, very much for the card. It's great. I really appreciate it. And anyone who wanted the El Camino update, I've got here, there's a hell of a lot to do to clean up the engine. This is the Corvette ZR1 LT5 engine. Mostly the thing to do with it was add drill cable, add drill hose. There's very poor alignment on the plenum chamber, but that, with a bit of fettling, does work. I've left the heads up I've got that here at the moment. Will that come in as an image? This is the engine at the moment, but the heads are held on with double-sided tape to mount the plenum chamber on. So I'll take that off as one whole unit when I've got two hands free. And I'm going to use that in the El Camino, but it was all chromed, and I've de-chromed the lock because it was chromed. And it's going to be aluminum. Alright, that's everything. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now. Best wishes from jolly old England.